Good evening to all of you. This is Dr. Sharda Chakravarti, PGT Biology, teaching in a reputed school in Kolkata. I am a AIEF resource person, global ambassador, and also CBSE resource person taking offline workshops for teachers. Apart from that, I'm a graphologist and a career counselor, taking career counseling sessions from my own workstation. So today we are here for a very beautiful topic, and that is the, I don't know why I can't see the screen. Okay, can't see my screen actually. It's been up. Okay, so now today's, because as the board exams are coming, the pre-boards are, we are all set. In some schools, we are already taken one pre-board and second pre-board is in progress, which will be like in my school, it is due in like December 1st, on 1st of December. So we have to give some special tips for the students to make them exam ready. And this today's workshop is especially for students, and where the teachers can tell them the tips and some techniques for better retention and of course for revision and how they can get better marks in their board exams. Because as a teacher, we want our students to do well in the exam, and how like we can help them. We really look forward for this. So today this presentation I have made for you so that you can give the small tips to your children and they can excel in their school exams as well as in the board exams. And I'm telling you, these are all tested and trial methods. I keep on testing. As I told you, I'm PGT biology teaching class 12, mainly to 11 and 12, where I'm preparing my students for the board exams so that they can get good marks. And of course, as we know, if their percentage is above 90, both in class 10 and 12, so it's very easy for them to get scholarship when they go abroad. So this is the whole thing. We really looking forward, and of course it boosts their confidence. And also we know in India we really look forward for the marks, and as it is the method through which we are, our students are assessed. And of course we were also given grades and marks according to the exams which we gave. And of course practical exams are there, and in there also they have to write and get marks in viva, which are very, not too much. So today I'm going to teach you, not teach you, share with you some techniques like how you can help your students. So most students don't struggle because they don't study. If you see, if you go, if you are attending parents teacher meeting, the parents are always saying, and even if you have your own children, when you see the result, you see that whatever, like they studied so hard, they work day and night, but still in the exams they fail to get good marks, isn't it? We also, as a parent, when we go to our children's school, we also say, ma'am, like he or she, my child studies, but I don't know why he's not able to make marks. And the same thing, same questions are parents, our students' parents, they come and tell. And we also feel very sorry when we see a student who's very, very sincere in the class and is not getting good marks in their written exams. So it's not that they don't study. They struggle because they don't remember what they studied, especially under pressure. Do you agree or not? You can give me a thumbs up. There is a reaction sign, or you can just write me in the chat. Don't haven't you heard this particular sentence? कि मेरा बेटा तो पढ़ता है ma'am, my child studies, but I don't know why they don't get good marks in the exam. Don't you? Have you all faced the same type of question? Because I face it very often in my parents teacher meeting. Yes, true. Seema ma'am is saying true. Hemlatha ma'am has given me a thumbs up. Yes, Ujjwala ma'am is saying true. Yes, even you, yes, exactly. No retention, Punita ma'am. Thank you so much for joining. And yes, that is a thing. It is not they don't study, ma'am. They study, but they struggle. They don't remember what they studied, especially when they are under pressure. So today I'm here to give a whistle in the pressure
Correct.
cooker. We will release that pressure, and you will see your students will feel so calm and composed. And they, because, yes, ma'am. Anyone wants to say? Anybody? If you want to say, you can say. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. So now, today, I will give you some techniques like how you can help your students uh, to get better marks by remembering what they have understood and what they have learned. So we will explore 4 scientifically proven methods and techniques to improve their memories and recall and get confidence. And that's what like we are as a teacher. And also you can use these techniques with your own children, with your relative, your brothers, child, anyone. You can use this technique and you can become a hero in front of them, because these methods have always given me good results. Trust me when am saying I really use these techniques. And there are few techniques which I'm going to share, which are not there in the PPT. I'm going to share after the session when I'll stop recording. So here today we'll cover, active recall, mind maps. You must have heard mind maps. Today we see when OSWAL or Exam Idea or any other books are coming, especially before the board exams, you will see mind maps. Why? Why there is so much of demand of mind maps these days? Everybody is talking about mind maps. I'll tell you, like the way we did it. It was not the technique like we did. We never made a Okay. So I'm keeping you all mute so that, the recording goes very, very nicely, and we can, because there are many teachers who really want to see my workshops, they can enjoy and use these techniques. So active recall, mind maps, quick revision methods, and spaced repetitions. I'll be teaching you one by one. I'll be sharing with you, not teaching. I can't teach anything to anyone. You all are so very, uh, many well-trained teachers we have done, albeit, but what is that? The system is changing and we have to keep pace with the system. And I must say, we should be one step ahead of the students, because I'm telling you, the students, what do you think? They are just waiting for you to complete the chapter and then they will study. That those times are gone. Like when we used to sit with our, wait for our teachers to teach in the class, because at that time we did not have that resources. We were dependent. Basically I was dependent mainly in my school, to my school teachers. And because being in a boarding school, I was only dependent on my teachers, and also with my, course we used to study together. That was group studies we used to do after the school. And this is the way we used to teach each other. We used to clear the doubts by sitting together and teaching each other. So that was a technique we used to use, and it was a very good technique, because everybody had some points to add and some simple method to do that particular question answer, or to do that numerical. So today we will be focusing on how we can help our students. So let's start with the active recall. This was my favorite method when I was in my boarding or in my school and college days. So what I used to do, I'll be teaching and I'll be giving you my personal how I used to do. So research say that the brain remembers best when it tries to retrieve information without looking at the textbook. Yes, means what I used to do, never used to waste time, even like during bathing, like walking to my college, means it was a walking distance. So when I was going, I was just recalling. And as soon as like I used to forget one point, because I knew that this particular question has 5 points, and if I'm forgetting 2 points, that means somewhere like, my brain did not catch it up. So I used to go to my classroom and just open those particular page and get those 2 points. Because when I knew it very well, especially in history and civics, I used to do this. I used to remember like this question has 5 points, okay? And if I'm missing 2 points, I used to go and just remember like were those 2 points, and believe me, I remained it remained in my memory till I gave exams. And today also, like, when I just go through, I just brush up my memory, I remember this particular part. Suppose now the Mughal and all those things are the past, but I really used to struggle there. So unfortunately, what students do, they only read and reread the chapters, and reading, creates an illusion. Our brain is a very, illusion master. It creates an illusion that I remember everything. Yes, it gives an illusion when we are listening to a workshop and doing anything, and now this brain says, I know everything. I have heard everything. But it never happens. But recalling creates real learning, because when you are now focusing, like what ma'am taught us, she gave us 4 points and I remember only 2 points. Where are the other 2 points? This is recalling. So this is the way, I did it. I used to recall. And of course, like for example, I've given you for a few examples also, like, like whatever, like I am a science student. So I gave you this example from the chapter electricity. So a student is reading the chapter electricity, because physics, as we all know, the students they struggle a lot. Like yesterday only, I was having a talk with a girl, and this girl was saying, "Ma'am, I don't know. From last 2 to 3 days, I feel like crying. I'm crying. My mother is depressed because of my this type of behavior. My father, actually, he's in merchant navy. He's not there, but I am crying most of the time." So I said, "Why?" Then she said, "Ma'am, I don't know." So I said, first of all, you have a pressure in the tuition. So she said, "Yes, ma'am." And I think second pressure is that will you pass in class 11 or not? So yes, ma'am, I am really struggling. So I said, "You have 6 subjects, okay?" So she said, "Yes, ma'am." So when I can see English, you will pass, psychology, you will pass, F&D, food and nutrition, you will pass. She said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "Biology, you will pass," because she passed in class in half yearly. When I can now, what is the problem? 2 subjects now. So, "Yes, ma'am, physics. Physics." So I said, "Okay, leave physics, go for biology, because in any case, you are not studying, you're not going to take career as a medical student in future." She said, "Yes, ma'am, I'm not going to take medical as a medical career in my future." So are you all understanding? So this is the thing. It happens when because the students are so very scared of physics. So that's the reason I took this example, electricity. If a child is studying electricity 3 times, but in the exam, they forget the formula. Many formulas, there are many numericals, resistance and all calculation, because they never practice recalling. Like what they studied, and to recall. If the same child would have written the formulas without looking at the books 4 to 5 times, so what would happen? The retention would have become stronger, because they are listening to that, to the writing to the formula. But before, when the teacher is explaining, they are just listening. They are listening. And the brain is saying, I said it creates illusion. I remember everything. And result, when they come for sit for the exam, brain, has made an illusion, I know, but while writing, they forget. So in this way, just give me one moment. There is someone in the door. Thank you so much. Okay. So now what happens? The child, if without book, if the child would have written it 4 to 5 times or recalled, so this problem would have been solved. So recalling is very, very important. So now I'm going to take, there are some techniques to teach students, like how you can, because you're the one who will go back to the classroom and where you will teach your students, like how they can do it. The first is, okay, 5 minutes blank paper recall. Like after teaching, you can ask your students, close the book and write whatever you remember. whatever you remember. After, as we know, our brain has a very limited, and especially now, the children after corona, their retention power has decreased, as we all know, because looking at the reel, they don't even look, see a reel properly. They just scroll, they go to the next reel, because they don't have that much patience. And in a class of 30, 35 minutes or 40, whatever time, I don't know, because in our class it varies, from 40, so few periods are 40 minutes, some are 35 minutes. So it varies in our school. So maybe your timings, I don't know what times. So, but if you keep on teaching them at a stretch, they feel bored, and their the what do you call attention time, they don't like, they don't give attention whatever you're teaching. So now you can say, just okay, like after whatever you have taught, because we go with a specific, lesson plan, ki like I'm going to teach about like 1 page or 1.5 page, whatever your target is, depending upon the target. Because I go with a target, like I'm going to teach these 3 to 4 topics. And what I do now, you won't believe, I take quiz, just making, because we have 4 houses. So I said, I just say, give me one of your representative. Okay, give me your representative. So I make, all these 4 representative comes, and I ask random questions from the portion which I have taught. Now what is happening, they are recalling, and when I'm teaching, they are very very attentive, because they know after ma'am will give us, after like when 10 minutes are left, ma'am will take and our quiz, and we have to, make our house win in this quiz competition. That's just, recalling. So in this way, you can do this, you can use a blank paper, or you can use any method. Like paper, I'm not using, because what they do, they are not more interested. So you can use any method, like whatever you want. Teach back method, like, now you have given a like you have taught, and now you can ask student to just, what you learned. Just give me two to 3 points. Like today, I was telling some like liquid expands on cooling. That was my topic. It was a random class. I went for substitution, and I just wanted to tell them that word has power, the word has energy. So I was just telling, and along with that, I taught this thing. I taught a full activity. Then I made, one student stand up. Okay, you tell me the first step, so tell me the second, tell me the third. And in this way, what happened? Everybody recalled, and the students who were not good in, communication, they also tried their level best, because NEP is saying they can speak in their mother tongue. It's not important like they have to speak in English. So they were very well. They made the whole class explain, means understand. And today, and they did this today. And on Saturday and Sunday, they are going to do this activity at home. And this is a Japanese scientist, very good activity. Masaru Imato, I think his name is Masaru, Dr. Masaru. His famous experiment of on water, like he gave this experiment that to prove that water that words have power. So whenever we speak to us children or any student, so we should not use the very very hard words. So I told them, like, take a half glass of water, this take a transparent glass, and two transparent glass, and fill half water. So with this experiment, I told, like, do not fill the water full, full glass, because water will expand on cooling, and the water will spill out, and our experiment will not be successful. So they said, ma'am, okay. And they understood one thing. And then I said, words have power. Now let's do this experiment. I related this experiment with this science, and also with maths. Now what I said, because this is a proven experiment, okay, so I said, in one glass you write love and put a sellotape and stick it there, transparent sellotape, and in other glass write hate and stick it there, okay, and fill half glass water and put it in the freezer. In the morning when you get up, you will see that you go and open the freezer and take it out, and you will see the glass with the love word will have, uniform cracks. Okay, and the one with the hate, it will have a very disruptive sort of cracks. Okay, So in this way, I have also taught them about the uniform and non-uniform type of cracks which will be formed. And also I taught them the words have power. Next time, do not use very harsh words with your friends. Be polite. Use good words with your friends. So these two, three things, we can mix and match, and every day, the children are very, very excited, we'll learn something new. So in this way, you can also do this. And third method, you can say question bank method. Tell students to convert every chapter into 8 to 10 important questions. I don't know whether you agree with me or not. Sometimes, the students' conversation, if you hear, after the exam, especially, when they discuss the questions, question answers in the after the exam, they don't even want to go to the outside the classroom. Sometimes, they are discussing, busy. तो आप मैंने सुना होता है, अरे इसका आंसर तो मुझे पता था, आई न्यू दिस आंसर. डू यू नो? यस, यू मस्ट हैव फेस्ड. मुझे ये आंसर पता था, नहीं लिखा. व्हाई? The reason is, the children, they know the answer, they don't know the question. Which question will have that particular answer fit. The problem is that, do you know, in foreign countries, they read the questions first and then they write the answer. Means they have to first discuss the question and then they write. We students, what are they doing? They are finding the answers. They know the answer, but they don't know the question. So ask them to frame the questions. And in this way, what happens, the full class, they have a lot of questions. I do this questions. I do this technique a lot, because suppose I have finished a chapter and I have, time, because that particular chapter should take a few more days. So I asked them, please come up with the questions tomorrow. We will see whose questions, who can frame the good questions and all like this. And in this way, we get lot of questions. And one means a question with the same answer. The students, they frame it in different ways. So students, they can understand what type of questions can be framed to write this answer. Okay, so in this way we can do this. What do you think? Isn't it a good method? Like, asking them, because you must have seen, I will just unmute you all, and then we can just chit chat a little bit. And of course, flashcards, one side question, other side answer. And like you are just putting the questions, ask them to make a flashcard, in the pages only, they can write questions there and piche mein answer. And just see whether the students, they pick up and this, can they say the correct answer. Just, this is not everyday activity. You can make, after completing a chapter, after completing a topic, whatever suits you. Just give me a minute. I can able. Okay, now can you unmute yourself and can you answer me? Do you think, have you faced, like in your school also, like the students, they can say they know the answer, but they don't know which question they had to write it? Can you unmute? No, not able to.
Ma'am, we can unmute, no
Okay,
problem.
okay, okay.
Good
Thank you
evening,
so much.
ma'am. Yeah.
Archana ma'am, good evening. Your videos are too good.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Uh, have you faced, ma'am, these type of questions? This type of,
Uh,
I knew the answer.
yeah, many a times it happens, ma'am. Many a
Yes.
times it happens, yes.
Bec-
Because they're not able to frame the answer. I mean, they know it, but they're not able to actually write it down the way probably it's required.
because they don't know which question, the means which question will have this answer actually. They don't
Hmm.
know the question, ma'am. The problem is that they don't know the question. They know the answer, but they don't know where to which question will have this answer.
Yeah.
Ma'am, they don't understand the question.
Yes, they don't understand the question.
Comprehension.
Yes, you're right. They don't understand the question. So this is a problem. And when we come with this thing, now, ma'am, when we ask them to frame the question, so what will happen? They can actually find out the this question will have the same answer. So they also know the question. They also know the answer. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, how will I go to my main screen? That is the way. Okay.
The teacher should actually ask the students what does it mean,
Yes.
the
Thank you,
question.
Punita ma'am. Thank you. Are you all enjoying? Are you all
Yes.
understanding? Like, do you think like these methods, whatever I'm discussing with you, they are very very relevant today also, ma'am? Okay, Archana ma'am is always. Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Yes, yes, Sharda ma'am. Yes, very much relevant.
thank you
In
so
fact,
much.
as you are explaining, I'm going back to my own time. We know everything, everything. Why I made that decision. And the
Yes,
answer is yes. We didn't read the question properly or we didn't understand, comprehend to the question.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes, 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 yes. You're absolutely correct. So, oh, thank you so much. So, thank you so much. Actually, see, I have made this particular today so that I just, thought of making this video. I had discussion with Sir Matthew, sir. And I'm so, so grateful to Matthew, sir. Whenever like I ask him, sir, I'm with this topic. So, sir said, yes, 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 you please carry on. This is a very good topic. And as exams are coming, the teachers can also discuss these methods to their students. And of course, we are all helping are there to help students, isn't it? After parents, the only the teachers are happy, like if we got, like I'm telling you very frankly, like I got 75% in my class, and at that time it was too difficult. But today when our students get 90 plus, aren't we the happiest person? Oh, this is from my class, he's from my class. So we are so so happy. So after parents we are happy. मैंने हमको लगता है मैंने हमारे ही आ गए ये मार्क्स or we celebrate. So it's like, we all are there to help our students, isn't it? At last these are the students, because of them we are going to school. Corona में कैसा लगता था, without students? So पूरा सुना सुना, isn't it, Rajeshri ma'am, Archana ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
बहुत सुना
Ma'am,
सुना.
teachers feel proud when they get 100% result of their class.
Yes, Punita ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
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 ma'am.
yes. So we are the
It
happiest, कि हमारे
it is
बच्चे को
our
मिला.
achievement also. हमारा भी
Yes,
achievement.
yes. So isn't it like if our students get good marks with your small techniques, so we can,
Yes, ma'am.
है ना, we'll be the happiest one, and I'll be the happiest one कि मैम इसमें से हमारे बच्चे का 5% increase हो गया marks, तो I'll be so happy and you'll be happy.
Yes.
सो नाउ आज मैंने आपको क्या क्या अभी तक क्या पढ़ाया, तो आप थोड़ा सोचिए, 3 चीजें मैंने आपको क्या क्या बताई, तो आप देखिए जिस वक्त आप पढ़ रहे थे, यू थॉट लाइक इट्स सो वेरी क्लियर, बट व्हेन यू स्टार्ट रिकॉलिंग, इट्स अ डिफिकल्ट पार्ट. So the same thing happens with the student. Like, I told you there are different 4 types of techniques. The students, they learn everything, but it is that they are not able to retain actually. So these were the things. And our brain, when we listen, it gives us an illusion that yes, I know everything. I have absorbed. But when it comes to recalling, then we understand how much active learning we have done. So can give your students 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, what did we study? Let's recall. तो what will happen? एक भूल जाएगा तो दूसरा याद करा देगा. तो जिसने भूला वो भी फायदे में रह गया क्योंकि उसको भी याद हो गया, and the other one who is telling is also benefited. So in this way you can also know कि yes, everybody is now up to the mark, like we are on the same side. So then we can proceed. There is no need, to just go and complete the syllabus. I think so. There is just, keeping the syllabus complete. That should not be our motive. Of course, please don't think the children are really waiting for you to complete the syllabus and then they will complete after you. No, they are always before you. The tutors and the parents, they teach them before, now there will be winter vacations, they will come up with the complete syllabus. And we will be completing because we have to complete our target in the month of January, December. Like we have targets, so we complete. They don't have any targets. They can complete whenever they want, isn't it? So that is not a thing. After this thing, we'll come to the second one. That is after recalling, we are coming to the second one, mind maps. Today, you must have seen the publishers, their Oswal and all. You will see like exam idea, Oswal, especially when I because my son is in class 12. So when I open the chapter, his book, so I find, there is a mind map. तो what is the use mind map का जरूरत क्या है ये? Because our children, they are visually, they learn. अभी तो देखो ना वीडियो में कितना they are learning. I think they have more type of retention when they see the video, and they have more information than us. You go and ना बोले हाँ 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 मेरे को पता है. They know. So we have to be little ahead with them, from them. We have to be. तो this is a powerful visual memory tool. आंखों से देख के, and it's a condensed form of the full chapter. पूरा का पूरा chapter in a small thing. And if the child is seeing that small part, the brain is, little very, very, very relaxed. For example, there are students, in our class, like, for example, whenever they see the long, like especially in history, in our times, there was a saying कि history में scale से माप के marks मिलता है. Means the longer the answer, the longer, the better you get. I think we people in our jamana, we have seen longer the answer in history, better marks you get. But today, CBSE has changed the method. There are so many MCQs and there are marks, there are restrictions in there. Like, these are short questions, these are little longer and the longer ones, they have divided. So you cannot write for 1 mark or for 2 marks question, you cannot write one page or 2-page answers. CBSE will not take this because they have given keywords. So now, once what happened, like in my school, there was a teacher who had some, problem. She had some disease and she had to leave. And on that, like in that, it was a mid-session. So we were all adjusted, like, to give the class. So I got English class because of that class. She was taking English class, and I'm a science teacher. I got English class, and because timetable was not fitting and whatever it was, and a social studies teacher, means a social science background, it was in a junior class, I think second or class 2 or 3. So she got science, and my period used to be after her class. And I used to see in the blackboard, she wrote so long answers for, for the small kids. And I used to think, this question answer is, only 2-line answer for me. Because teaching senior classes, you are just focused on the keywords. And I taught English literature like science, very, very short answers. And the students and the parents, they were so happy कि अरे इतना छोटा answer. So I couldn't write, those long answers. And that was the class, I think it was 3 or 4, I'm just forgetting. So that class, they became fond of English and they started hating science because for so long answers. So now when the students come to me, like, they have problems being a career counselor and a coach. So I just tell them, just find out the important words. Just find out the important words. A 50-word answer has only, I think, 7 to 10 keywords. Just learn the keywords. Similarly, in mind map, a student has to write only the keywords. How they can do, central idea, like what is the chapter about, what is this particular, and add major branches. Now, our brain, it has been proven by the psychologists, and you must have seen in the mind map also, the mind map goes horizontally. It never goes vertically. Hamesha branches side mein ho rahe, because our brain can remember when there are side branches, not what was taught to us. Ek ke niche, ek ke niche, ek ke niche. Like in this way, we used to learn. But this time, the mind map is always horizontal. So usme rakho, and then make, branches, and some branches only with the keywords. And if the child is visually very, loves visual, so they can draw some symbols, the colors, they can add colors. And that is the reason, my dear teachers, NCERT books because I'm from KV, the NCERT books in our time used to be black and white. Now, NCERT books, you see, it has become colored. Why? Because when our logical and magical means the part which is very, very magical, because we know our left side of the brain is actually controlling our right side. It's too much reasoning. And this side, the right side, is all magical, colors and all those of rhythm, everything is here. So CBSE is now trying to balance both the sides of the brain by making the books colorful. That is the reason. It is not like waste करेगा इतना ink CBSE एक book को colorful करने के लिए. No, the reason is that they are adding colors, because adding colors lift our mood and makes the study more engaging. That is the reason the books are colored now, especially in like my biology, I see it colored. And the idea is what? कि वो इतना बड़ा paragraph, when they see, they become, scared. My God, one page answer. उसी में उनका दिमाग खत्म. So, this time I have been given class 4 and I have started with them underlining the keywords. I tell them, if I find these keywords in your answer, I'll give you full marks, even if your grammar is not correct. If your sentence framing is not correct, but if I get these keywords, which should be there in the answer, you will get full marks in science. So now what they are doing, they are now themselves, they are underlining the important words they have understood. This is the second term. I taught them in the first month. And in this way, this small children, they know what are the keywords. So you can also make them. And when the thing is condensed, they think it's too good. So this thing, it triggers, it gives them good vibes, and they think I can do it. Now, I have given you a few examples, science, always science examples are here. Like, for example, digestive system. So, mouth, the mouth ka kaam kiya, chewing, and it secretes saliva. And we know saliva ka there are many functions. As soon as they learn the word, remember the word saliva, they know it helps in mixing the food. It helps in swallowing, because they know, because as soon as they remember this word, all these things are characteristics about, or the answers about saliva, it flashes in their brain. Then stomach has acid and it helps in churning the food. So they can make this answer long. They can make it 2 sentences out of these. Small intestine, it helps in the absorption of the important food, like, the carbohydrate, like amino acids, glucose. So it is absorbed. And large intestine main function is water reabsorption. So at a glance, they know what is the, this digestive system. Actually, digestive system in the book, maybe it is 3 to 4 paragraphs. But while seeing this, they remember. And there they can add few little more words if they want. So at a glance, they can understand, like, this is all about the digestive system. Are you liking it? Are you all liking? Thank you, Archana ma'am. You are always with me. I know, and your support is there right from a long association we have. Long association we have with Archana ma'am, Punita ma'am. I used to take a lot of workshops previously, but I have stopped. So now you can make this thing, any mini activity, like you can do, like, for example, reproduction in plants. So like you can take any subject of your choice and just think what are the, and help students to find the keywords first. Like, you can say, okay, in this answer, my dear students, there are these 10 or 15 according to your question. These are the 10 to 15 words which I'll be looking for. And if you have this in answer, you will get marks. Simple. So now child is now focused on those 15, 10 words, whatever, instead of focusing on one page answer. Or if it is a 1 paragraph answer, you can see these students, these are 5 to 6 important keywords. Now I'm telling you, next question, you will find it out. Simple. Make the things very simple, because more you make things complex, more the children will suffer. So we can make it simple. Life is very simple. So let us make it simple. God has made us very simple. We make, you won't believe, like while, when I went for, because being a biology teacher, we go out for as an external examiner. And this boy, ma'am only told me, like, this boy is little weak. And see, however weak is, we cannot fail in the practical exam now. And the child should also not know, shouldn't know, like, that he got marks without working hard. So, I was just at that, in that time, now it has been removed from the syllabus. So that time there was a, like, different type of adaptation. So there was a picture of camel. Camel lives in desert and all that. So I just showed him the picture of camel and I asked him, what is it? He never thought like a simple question can be asked. And he was, he was thinking, what does this means? He didn't even like his thought, like, if I say camel, I think I'll be wrong. So because our brain is always thinking complex things. So I said, I said, beta, just see what you can, just see and tell me what you can see. After 2, 3 times, like after I asked him, then he told me, ma'am, is it camel? Like he is asking me, is it camel? I said, yes, very much it is camel. Now you tell me the characteristic feature, like how this camel can survive. Tell me first, where do you find camel? And tell me 2 features, like how it can survive, like in that particular environment. And breaking the answer. So at least he answered, because he was very, 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 very below average. So, but at least he got 25. And when he'll see his answers, marks, at least he'll be satisfied. Not I answered few questions. So marks should not be given. Like you can make it, because it's not simple tha na, ki he could not answer also. Like he's asking me, is it camel? So make it simple. And in this way we can. The third one is the spaced repetition. Okay, let me ask you one question. I don't know, Archana ma'am, can you please tell me how many years you're teaching in the school? Like 10 years, 15 years, whatever, I don't know.
And as a teacher, I taught for about 16, 17 years.
Very good, ma'am. 16,
And
let's say 16 years you are teaching, okay?
yeah.
So, ma'am, do you think when you joined as a teacher on day one, you took books with you, like what is there? You prepared it at home, but do you prepare it now as you prepared it in class on the very first year?
No.
No, I think you also remember like which page and where this one is there. There you sometimes you say, "Oh, listen, students, open this page. There's a particular picture here. Can you see? Even without seeing the book, you remember which poetry has which type of picture."
Right, definitely.
Definitely, na. Thank you, ma'am, for answering. How this happened, repetition. Because you kept on repeating after so many years. You don't need book. We teacher, like most of us, we don't need books also. We go because it's there, everything. We have repeated it so many times. But the children, can they get 15 years or 17 years? No. So how they can do it? Yeah, very good technique. I love this technique and I have done it with my students. So this is a memory technique using timings. The idea is very simple. Revise a topic just before you are about to forget it. This is called, I call it 24 hours technique. मैं बच्चों को बोलती हूँ. And I arise a curiosity. You know everything. Okay, who will tell me about the 24-hour technique? Ma'am, this. For example, today, Rajashri ma'am came from her home to her school. Okay. And in between, I think Rajashri ma'am, you saw many things. Like, you must have seen many people, you must have seen buses, cars, etc. moving. I don't know, so many things. But do you remember all, or you remember only few things? Only few things. Yes. And also, कभी किसी सासू माँ के साथ लड़ाई हो गया, और उसको आपने अपने पहले एक दोस्त से, फिर दूसरा दोस्त से, फिर तीसरा दोस्त से, फिर रिलेटिव से, वो आपको बिल्कुल याद हो गया, बिकॉज यू रिपीटेड दैट मेनी टाइम्स. तो दिस थिंग 24 hour टेक्निक इज दैट कि इफ इन 24 hours वी डू नॉट रिपीट. अगर आपको कोई फनी चीज लगती ना, आपने देखा कोई, अगर आप बस में आ रहे हैं, somebody is fighting there and you come to your staff room and you said, today a funny thing happened and this happened, and you start laughing with them and you retain. But apart from that, in the bus, apart from those two fighters, there were many people sitting, but you don't even remember them. You remember those two people because you took so much of interest and you came to your staff room, you came home and you discussed this thing with your family members also. This thing happened today. And even after 10 days, you will not forget. Because in 24 hours, you repeated it. If you repeat in 24 hours, the brain thinks that this is important. And बाकी चीजें delete मार देगा और उसको याद कर लेगा. So simple. You can also tell your students 24 hour technique. So I'm telling you, for example, simple formula है 1 3 7 15. आपने लर्न किया. मैं 24 hours में बोलती हूँ. 24 hours के बाद मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ, मैं ना, मालूम है, मैं उनको ना वहां पे लिख देती हूँ. आई राइट with my students who need special attention, who have lot of this retention problem. So I write, first of all, 24 hours, learn the topic. Then 24 hours में just revise it, important words, make a mind map and revise it. Then do it on the 3rd day, first revision. Do it on the 7th day, second revision, and 14th day, final revision. बस एग्जाम तक वो याद है. Because जैसे आपको याद है, what is there in the book, what is there in the poem, you don't have to go and daily, as we did it in our first year, second year. We were really, we wanted to be perfect, and we went home and we took our notes, we took the help, and we made ourselves perfect, so that in front of the students we are picture perfect. We don't stammer, and it should go everything. And somewhere like you stuck, you went back and you said, like, where did I stuck? Where the student asked this question today, I was not able to answer it properly, though I have told him to come tomorrow. So I have to see what is there. I can give them the few points, and you went into the notes and everything. But today you don't need. So in this way, please go. It's not written here 1 3 7 14, but go with the 24 hours. 24 hours, then go for these revisions. And this one I'm not going to tell, like this is all the repetitions. Now 10 30 60 rule for boards, because boards are coming, so we can do the 10 30. So now revise the chapter after 10 hours. देखो मैं जो 24 hours बोलती हूँ, 24 hours के अंदर खत्म कर दो. then 30 hours में, then 60 hours, माने दिन के हिसाब से एक दिन के अंदर you complete your chapter, revise it, then go for the next, after 2 days you complete, and then after 60 hours means divided by 24, so it is coming after 3 days. So एक दिन के बाद, 2 दिन के बाद, 3 दिन के बाद. So in this way you can do your tell your students. So in every class you can do this 5-minute space quiz, like what we learned from last Monday, like today Monday, for example, Tuesday we go, so we can ask on Monday, okay, tell me students, before we proceed, what are the things we learned today on Monday? I'm just forgetting, can you remind me? तो बच्चे भी बड़ा खुश कि टीचर तो ये भी हमारे जैसे भुलक्कड़ है. वो बड़ा खुश हो गए, वो हम लोग को सिखाने लग गए. तो हम लोग खुद ही बोले, हम लोग अपने आप को भुलक्कड़ कर लो. ओ माय स्टूडेंट्स, I'm really, I cannot pay, like I'm so sorry, but we studied, बन जाओ बुद्धू. एंड नाउ दी स्टूडेंट्स, आपने देखा होगा ना क्वेश्चन पेपर में, सबसे पहले पे वो क्वेश्चन पेपर नहीं देखते, दे फाइंड वेयर इज अ स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक, कहाँ पे नंबर रिपीट हो रहा है. मैम देयर इज अ मिस्टेक, because they don't go through the paper, they are finding the mistake, and कौन पहले find करेगा? Ma'am, one I is missing, one E is missing here, because they are busy finding the teacher's mistake. So just ban jao buddhu and ask them, I'm not forgetting, just can you remember, who can remind me? Okay, 3 4 students, please remind me one by one. Now the whole class, they get engaged, and आपका 5 मिनट में वो chapter माने वो topic खत्म, and then you can move to the another. So now these are the methods only for the board exam students. And of course, you can apply formula sheet. You can ask them to make formula sheets of maths, physics, and chemistry and put it somewhere where they can see, make 2 to 3, 4 copies. I tell my children to paste everywhere, especially, you won't believe in front, like in my washroom also, they have stick this paper. Like they are sitting, they are going through. Means they are not wasting their time there also. So I said, okay, whatever like suits you. So they are using it everywhere. They have pasted in my because my son will be giving his class 12 exam. So in his, if I could have shown you, could have shown his like his workplace is here only, because this table I use, and the table adjacent to me, he uses that table. So in this way, everywhere he has just put his sticky notes everywhere. So in this way, what happens? He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to open the book and see the formula always. The paper is there, and as soon as he forgets, he just see the formulas and he just go with the, because he's a PCM student. So it reduces anxiety and saves times, because वो बार बार नहीं उसको बुक खोलना पड़ रहा है, उसका सारा formulas एक जगह पे है, और एक जगह पे means उसका 3-4 copy, all important places. Even on my this thing mirror, he has put कि when he goes and groom himself, he can see those papers everywhere. The sheets are everywhere in my house. So he get it Xerox and he puts everywhere, wherever he can see. Then, of course, this is a very powerful method, though it looks very simple, but it's a very powerful this thing. Tell students to maintain a notebook, or they can use in their copy and whatever like they want. So, some, for example, क्या कर सकते हैं, wrong numerical substitution कहाँ पे उन्होंने किया, कौन सा forget उन्होंने definition किया, तो they can write कौन सा diagram एक particular question में they have missed it. Like for that, they did not get marks in the first term or in the first pre-boards. So they can just put it and just revising from their mistake. Okay, this diagram, this numerical substitution went wrong. I forgot this definition. So I have to work on this. And they can put a star sign, or they can put a big red sign, and they can see that that this particular thing I missed it. So they can make a notebook when they can write their errors. This thing is very, 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 very nice. Like, the part where they think the topic, they think they are confident, they can put a green mark. Like for example, my students who are appearing for board exams now, they are giving pre-boards. So I told them, like I'm a biology teacher. So I told them, prepare. There are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 chapters. So I said, you prepare 9 chapters very well. Very well, 9 chapters. Okay, make it like as if you are going to give it like for your board exams. Now the 4 left chapters, because they are little difficult, so I said from there you see which part is completely like it's under your control, and the part where you need revision, put a yellow mark, and the part which are very, very weak, put a red, and leave it for your pre-boards. Leave it for your pre-boards, because there is a gap for biology exam. I said, and after January, they will they take a break in our school. They take a break and they study, and they come in between when we call for the revision classes. So I said, red ko, just make it red and leave that. Don't study for your pre-boards. Focus on your strength. Do not focus on your weakness. Red part ko chhod do. And then you focus, because now these 9 chapters and this green part is already you have done. It's completely under your control. Only the red part, which is only 20 or 30% only, because most of the students, what they do, they struggle with they give more time on their weakness and less time for their strength. So please teach them to focus on their strength instead of focusing on their weaknesses. Weaknesses may they can do it when they get time after their pre-boards, when they are at home, and even they are in between the exams, because they know it, but it is not very strong. So in this way they can become more strategic and no more guesswork. कौन सा आता है कौन सा नहीं आता. So they can make this sign in their books itself कि green वाला fully confident आता है पूरा, yellow में revision चाहिए, and red one I need I need more time. It's my weak part. Then the fourth one is a 3R method. Of course, read करना, उसको recall करना और अपने दिमाग में उसको बड़ा कर देना. माने पहले read करो, फिर इसको just recall it and reproduce. Close the book, read once, close the book, recall mentally and try to write in your own words. Reproduce means like 5 keywords. Now you know how to reproduce means how to make it bigger. Because in the exam, you cannot write 2 words, na? 2 or 3 keywords. You have to make it a longer, you have to convert it in, the students, they have to convert it into sentence though, in this way. Then study for 90 minutes, then recall for 20 minutes, because recalling is very important, and write in 20 minutes. So इससे क्या होगा आपका quality learning, not passive reading, because reading में just we are reading, and I told you, brain is illusion master. सब कुछ बोलेगा कि सब कुछ आ गया है, नहीं आता है. Now let's put it together like how we can do the weekly model, and you can suggest your children ki Monday and Wednesday new topics, or whatever recall means whatever you have studied, and jo pehle padha tha just recall. Thursday ko you make the mind maps of these particular topics and revision of weaker topics. The red wala tha na, red wale ko. Then space repetition quiz, of course jo maine bataya tha aapko ki 24-hour rule, जो भी आज क्लास में पढ़ाया, teacher has taught you, go home, because in a period of 35 minutes, teacher cannot teach entire full chapter. So it is a very small part. Just go for that repetition, 24 hours repetition. Saturday, again, correction of red zone topics. Usko red zone ko karo. And you can also, if you give them this type of plans, students they will retain more, they will panic less, and of course, they will be more confident, because you won't believe, I have really made for my students, I have made a timetable for them. You this you have to do. Until exams, they have revised it about 2 to 3 times, and they feel it very cool. So remember, board exams comes from good, like success in the board exams come from smart revision, not long hours. So when we train our students, like how to use the mind maps, recalling methods, space repetition, and automatically their marks will rise, and they will feel so confident and so thankful, and you will be getting all positive vibes from them, and of course from your principal, and of course from your own self, and you will feel so confident and making small drop in their success. So did you all like it, the session? Oh. Well, Archana ma'am, thank you. Madhu ma'am, thank you. I think everybody, okay. Thank you. You can open this thing, and we can discuss like any questions you have. Yes, anyone who wants to say thank you everyone for giving me thumbs up and all. Yes, Punita ma'am, please.
Ma'am, regarding repetition, I want to add one point. Like when we correct their copies, 30, 40 copies and same answer, then that answer is imprinted in our mind, and it is on our tips. Hai na?
This time what happened, Punita ma'am? There's a girl in my class, and after that, the 2 boys are sitting, and their answers were same, and it made me so easy, because I gave them somewhere because I can't cut the answers, because I cannot give them less marks, because if they have written up, but I wrote who cheated who's, and किसी को 1 mark कम दे दिया, किसी को आधा marks, and then they did not even come to me, ma'am. Otherwise, in junior classes, what they do, ma'am, this boy got this much and you gave me here this much. I said, yes, of course I know. And means when I go and I go and tell, I know who has cheated who's, and I have given marks less to few of them. And if you come to me, I know who's the cheater. And now you have to confide and write me a letter. So nobody turns up, because सबको मालूम है किसने किसका cheating किया है. तो अब कोई आता ही नहीं है मेरे पास.
And ma'am, one thing more.
Thank you, Archana ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am, Punita ma'am.
Ma'am, sometimes what happens, we keep on reading, and and we feel that we are not perceiving anything.
Correct. Correct. Right. Answers.
That happened when I was in 10th giving my board exams. तो मतलब इतना स्ट्रेस था कि मतलब मेरे को लग रहा था कि कुछ भी परसीव ही नहीं हो रहा।
मैम ऐसा ही होता है, लेकिन जब आप लिखने बैठते हो कहाँ से एनर्जी मिल जाती है हमको, और हम
Then
क्या।
my father took me to my professor
Oh,
and he took my test
okay.
and I reproduced all the answers मतलब very मतलब up to the mark, and
Wow.
he complimented and he said to my father that she knows more than me.
Oh, wow. Ma'am, actually, before the exam, we are little nervous, we are confused, and that is the reason we think that we are blank. But as soon as we get the paper, we write it, isn't it?
But
So,
that face is very terrible. Nervous breakdown हो जाता है.
oh, Matthew sir has given us the link. Please, you can give the this thing. You can get a certificate from here, and sir's WhatsApp number is here. Did you get it, everyone? The certificate link Matthew sir has posted here. I'm just copying it and I'm pasting again, so that many teachers, they say ki, like, we did not get the this thing certificate. And request you all, those who are not our AIEF members, please join the beautiful group made by our respected Matthew sir. Please become the part, so that you can get more and more valuable classes like this. And our sir is really, he has helped me to evolve actually. So please join. Thank you, Ashwani ma'am. And please WhatsApp, note down this number, so that you can become AIEF member and you can get these beautiful sessions like this. I hope the session was beautiful. I'm just glorifying myself.
It was very nice, and I mean,